Hi there. I just wanted to touch on a few more details with quote integration that I have been seeing in your writing. So, most of you are making an attempt to integrate your quotes, but some of you are doing it in a way that is still considered incorrect. And I'm going to show you guys a few quote integrations that I've been seeing crop up in some of your papers. So, here's an example of one that I saw in several papers. In the text, it states, comma, although McCandless was enough of a realist to know that the hunting game was an unavoidable component of living off the land, he was always ambivalent about killing animals. That ambivalence turned to remorse soon after he shot the moose. So this says, in the text, it states. But here's the thing. Yes, the text states it, but it doesn't really give us any context. We do have a narrator, and the narrator is our author. So it would give us more clear context and be a stronger quote integration if instead of saying in the text it states, we said something to the effect of Krakauer writes, or Krakauer explains, or Krakauer tells readers, because Krakauer is really the narrator of the text. So if you don't have dialogue where you have a character saying something, look to see who the narrator is or look to see who the writer is and use that person's name instead of saying in the text it states. Another quote integration I've been seeing quite a bit is as shown in the text. And I think a lot of people are resorting to this when, again, they don't have a character saying something in dialogue. Anytime you're saying as shown in, it's something called passive voice. We haven't talked about passive voice yet, but it's as, this as right here is the one that's causing the problem. And also, again, we do have a narrator. Our narrator is Scout, and Scout is watching Jem do this. Okay, so when you don't have somebody actually speaking, you don't have a character, but you do have a narrator who is giving us thoughts and observations, we could try something like Scout observes. Okay, so instead of saying as shown in the text, we could say Scout observes Jem scooped up. And now this is more clear context because we know that Scout is watching Jem do this. Okay, and then another thing I've been seeing again is as someone writes or as someone says. Again, this as puts it in something called passive voice. Easy fix. Just get rid of the as, and now you've avoided passive voice. One little quick tip here for making your quote integration a little bit more correct.